We share 50-50 custody. That's number one. Also, too, I cannot control if Chloe is watching Dream at Rob's house. You know, that's when he has his daughter. But I will tell you this, when she's at home with mommy, I'm 100% there. And honestly, it's never been any bad blood or anything that's like negative against them. It was just right is right and wrong is wrong.
Blac Chyna has always been a hard pill to swallow for the Kardashians. And this time, Rob Kardashian's baby mama is spilling all of the tea. She has finally shared her thoughts about the Kardashians using her daughter Dream for clout, and she is not happy about it. It's not new for people to accuse the Kardashians of using their daughters, Stormy, True, or North, for media attention. But are they also doing the same to Dream, without her mother's consent? Well, stay with us while we find out what Blac Chyna said about the Kardashians exploiting her daughter. Before we dive in, make sure to subscribe. Alright, so when Blac Chyna first got together with Rob Kardashian, everyone was pretty shocked because it was a very unusual match. It also hit close to home because Chyna's ex, Tyga, was dating Rob's sister, Kylie. It was a weird family dynamic, so it's not surprising that Blac Chyna never really got along with Rob's famous family. But they ended up having a daughter together and parted ways shortly after. But now that Dream is growing up, her mother is worried that Kris Jenner will use her as the next generation influencer for the Kardashian family. Kris Jenner has been known to give special attention to the girls in her family because she knows that they're the ones bringing home the bacon. She never really paid much attention to Rob, and she stays pretty quiet on any of the Kardashian boys. Kris knows that her granddaughters are going to be the future of the fast-paced influencing world, and when Kris Jenner works, she works hard. North West, the first daughter of Kim Kardashian and Kanye West, is already pretty famous for her TikToks and attending famous events, always fashionably styled. Stormy has been an internet sensation since the day she was born, and True is the cutest little diva in the family. So now, Kris Jenner is trying to make Dream Kardashian famous too, so people recognize her and Kris can reportedly turn her into a popper brand. So it's not surprising that Kris Jenner had gotten down to business and had already filed a bunch of trademarks under Dream Kardashian's name. According to The Sun, the Kardashian family filed a trademark for Dream's name in February 2019. The trademark registered agent is Kardashian Incorporated, and the lawyer on file is the same for the other Kardashian and Jenner grandchildren. And if this wasn't enough, Kris is even making Rob post pictures of his daughter so people know her and she gets a fan following. You would probably be shocked to know this, but Dream is only 6 years old, and her grandmother has already planned out her whole career. Like when Kris put Dream to work playing games and talking about life for a new video advertisement. But that's not all. The Kardashians are getting some serious heat from the internet for using Dream for clout, and now Khloe's leading the narrative. People recently published an article about Khloe's special relationship with Dream. A source says, True and Dream are the best of friends and love being together, and that's the main reason why Khloe's with them so much. Aunt Khloe loves to be good to Dream and she's always happy to take her. They're very close. But Khloe goes so far as to pretend like Blac Chyna is a very irresponsible and absent parent, and that's why she has to take care of Dream. She goes out of her way to emphasize how much Dream loves being around the rest of the Kardashian family. This narrative is painting Blac Chyna in a very negative light. But Blac Chyna is finally clapping back, and she's not letting the Kardashians take her daughter and turn her into their own little passion project. Blac Chyna is fixing everything in her life so that the Kardashians have no reason to fight her in court for custody. She doesn't want to let go of her daughter and states that's the reason why she deleted her OnlyFans account. Blac Chyna was a huge deal on OnlyFans, reportedly raking in $240 million in 2021. So deleting this account means she's waving goodbye to hundreds of millions of dollars. But she has reportedly said that she wants to set a better example for Dream. It's surely a huge leap forward and will help Blac Chyna a lot in driving the narrative in her favor. But this isn't the only change that Blac Chyna has brought upon herself. She has even decided to change her physical appearance. She was getting famous for getting all sorts of fillers and surgeries which completely changed her body. But she has reportedly announced on her Instagram that she'll be getting all implants removed and getting her fillers dissolved as well.
I'm actually on my way to go get these fillers dissolved from my cheeks and from my jawline because enough is enough. It all has to come out.
People on the internet tried to warn Chyna about the possible dangers of reversing her surgeries and getting the fillers out. Some even pointed out that it's going to be a very painful procedure and that Chyna doesn't have to do it to prove a point. But she wanted to set an example for her daughter and prove how serious she was when it came to her custody. So she got her fillers and implants removed, and this has left a lot of people pretty shocked. Blac Chyna is also trying to show her daughter that she can be successful based on her talent and not on her looks. But it looks like Blac Chyna's plan won't be working while Dream is around the Kar-Jenners because their whole empire is built around their looks and their outrageous controversies. That's probably the reason why Chyna reportedly thinks that Dream's aunts are a bad influence on her. The Kardashian-Jenner family aren't making it easy on Blac Chyna either, and they're keeping her on the hook after she tried to sue them for defamation in 2017. The Kardashians actually won that lawsuit, and Kim even said that she'll now be suing Chyna for defamation. And not only this, the Kardashian family is using this win to present Blac Chyna as a careless mother who wants to cash off of the Kardashians. They're trying to paint the narrative that Blac Chyna doesn't actually care about Dream. Khloe has been particularly rude when talking about Blac Chyna, and she reportedly went as far as to say that Dream spends more time at Khloe's place than she does with Blac Chyna. There was even a time after the lawsuit that there were speculations of Dream actually living with Khloe and not her mom Blac Chyna, or her dad Rob Kardashian. Blac Chyna reportedly clapped back to Khloe's statement, and she said that she's sharing custody of Dream with Rob, and it's actually not her fault if Rob chooses to leave his daughter at Khloe's place. If anything, it's Rob's fault for not spending his time with Dream and letting her be at somebody else's house for so long. Kris Jenner tried to twist the story by using her connections with TMZ. TMZ then changed the whole story and made it look like Blac Chyna only had 30% custody of Dream and that Khloe is actually her substitute mother according to the court. But this is far from the truth, and Blac Chyna quickly clarified by saying she has 50% custody of her daughter and she's Dream's mother and Dream doesn't need a substitute mother. But this whole Khloe drama made Blac Chyna aware that Rob is reportedly neglecting his daughter and letting his sister and mother call the shots in Dream's life. She's also reportedly really worried about the recent news that surfaced about Rob Kardashian signing a consent form for Dream's trademarks. But Chyna knows nothing about it and didn't even know until the news got public. She doesn't want her daughter to become another way for the Kardashians to expand their empire. Blac Chyna wants her daughter to be a talented young woman whose career isn't entirely dependent on how she looks. Besides, she also doesn't want Dream to grow up in front of a camera and go through what the Kardashian kids are going through right now. The trademarks that Kris Jenner reportedly filed for Dream are for everything from a brand of toys, clothes, and even a skincare brand. So Kris has already planned the upcoming 20 years of Dream's life, and that's what insiders are saying Blac Chyna is dreading the most. She doesn't want Kris to make decisions for Dream, and that's why she's decided to stand up for her daughter. Blac Chyna reportedly filed a request, and all 5 of the trademarks filed by Kris were never approved as the judge listened to Chyna's arguments. However, the Kardashian momager is not ready to back off, and she's posting pictures of Dream on Rob's Instagram. We all know by now that Kris manages Rob's social media, so the pictures are surely coming from her side. Not only this, but if you look at Rob's Instagram account, you'll probably find more pictures of Dream than Rob. It's a very weird red flag, but the Kardashians really crossed a line when they got Dream to star in a commercial and Blac Chyna knew nothing about it. Sources are saying that Kris Jenner wants all of her granddaughters to have a huge fan following so that when the Kardashian kids launch their own brand, they don't have to struggle half as much. Even when Kylie and Kendall were growing up, they had a huge following even before they were teenagers, and that's why Kylie's lip kits were an instant hit. But Blac Chyna doesn't want this life for her daughter, and she has reportedly called out the Kardashians for using her daughter for their own selfish reasons. Blac Chyna could possibly file another lawsuit against the Kardashians in light of recent events, but for now, she just wants Dream to have a normal childhood that's not broadcasted to the world. So, do you think the Kardashians are working in the best interest of Dream, or are they just planning on using her to grow their own empire? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay on top of all of the celebrity news.